This presentation is on Books 5 and 6 of the Iliad by Homer. Book 5 of the Iliad has oftentimes been called the Diomedian because it revolves so largely around Diomedes, one of the main and most powerful and strongest of the Greek warriors. As we enter into this book, the battle is still waging, and as we said, the center of attention is revolving largely around Diomedes. He was wounded by Pandaros. He has been aided by Athena, and she has given him the ability to recognize the gods on the battlefield. And this becomes very handy because it, number one, lets the reader know that the gods or the immortals are vastly involved within the fighting that is taking place. And many times they may take the appearance of other warriors, but Diomedes has been given this special ability so that he can see who is trying to help him, he can know who not to harm, and it just gives him a greater sense of clarity. As he is doing this, he is killing many Trojans, and he tries to kill Aeneas, who is one of the Trojan warriors and is the son of Aphrodite. But as he is doing that, he wounds Aphrodite, and she flies off. As she is helping her son, she leaves his side and flies off to go tend to her wounds, which can let us know that while she does care for her son, she cares more for herself because we know that immortals cannot be wounded. And Aeneas, he is mentioned here in the Iliad, and he is the character around which the book, the Aeneid by Virgil, is based. It is solely about the trials of Aeneas and the help that he receives from his mother Aphrodite, or by her Roman name of Venus. Aphrodite is ordered by Zeus to stop interfering, and Athena and Hera continue to urge Diomedes to fight. So, again, there is a lot of commotion going on within the battlefield, but there is that much commotion going on in the heavens as well with the immortals, as well as the commotion that's going on with the mortals. Ares is wounded and again chided by Zeus for interfering because they have all been warned not to do so. And as Book 5 continues to go on, the battle still ensues. Now, Achilles and Diomedes are somewhat alike in nature. Again, they are both on the Greek side, but Achilles has been sitting out because he is trying to basically teach the Greeks a lesson, because he has been slighted in his mind that he feels, and wants them to really feel that they need to call him back. And then Diomedes, again, another Greek warrior. Both are strong in battle. Both are highly favored by the gods. Both are great leaders of men. Now, there are major differences. Achilles is not involved in the fighting at this time, while Diomedes continues to fight on. Achilles openly disagrees with Agamemnon, and Diomedes is following his orders. Achilles is sitting back nursing his long-held anger, while Diomedes utilizes tact and not so much as wearing his feelings on his shoulders, basically. When Book 6 begins, we have a few new characters. We are introduced to Hecuba, who is Priam's wife. She is also the mother of Hector and Paris. Andromache, who is Hector's wife. Astyanax, the son of Hector and Andromache, and Adrestus, who is a Trojan who pleads for his life. Book 6 continues with more fighting. That seems to be what the whole book is largely about, even though we are told that it is revolving around the rage of Achilles. And Agamemnon decides not to spare Adrestus's life. Remember that he is a Trojan warrior who comes up and he is captured, and he does not adhere to this code of honor because in the mind of the Greeks, he does not basically lay down and take it like a man. He is begging and pleading not to be killed, which, according to most of the soldiers, does not follow this code of honor. Hector asks the women to pray for Athena, pray to Athena for help, which is ironic because Athena is aiding the Greeks. And this shows you, the reader, that the characters don't really know to what side the immortals are on. The Trojans think that Athena is basically their patron saint when she has nothing to do with them. She is aiding the Greeks. And then Diomedes and Glaucus duel. And here we get a really good insight to this code of honor, this unspoken set of rules, because they introduce themselves, they realize that their grandfathers were great friends, and they decide not to fight each other. They're not going to kill each other based solely upon this heritage of friendship as established by their grandfathers. And then Hector goes to his family. With Hector, we really get an insight of what this archetypal Greek hero is. Even though he's a Trojan, he represents all that is good and true. He has this sense of duty and responsibility. He lives for more than the glory of war, unlike Achilles, and he places a high importance on home and family. So through Hector, we really see this. Idea of what it means to live by the code of honor, what it means to really put others before yourself, which is a stark opposite and contrasting ideal to what that we see in Achilles.